How do I be better? My 21F nature, shy, self-conscious, etc., is triggering my BF's 25M feeling of being unwanted physically and unattractive. Hey guys, I'm making this post to basically understand what exactly is going on and how can I make it better for us. By us I mean me, 21F, and my boyf, 25M. So basically, we are together since like 2.5 years almost. And BG a little is, this is my first relationship. He has had a very, very traumatic past relationship wherein he was treated really bad. He also has a very toxic family, both the parents. And it's really bad at home for him, like extremely bad. And my home is good parents are really good and all. And one thing is the caste issue. It's a norm for parents here. Hence, all my life I didn't get into a relationship, always avoided, and Obvio didn't have the guts. But as I met him, I was reluctant pro-max. But he made feel safe, and he always was with me, putting in efforts to date me, and I started to like him so much. Honestly, fell in love eventually, that now I'm in a relationship with him. The thing is, initially, he was the one initiated our first kiss. First make out too. But I never stopped him, but I didn't have enough guts. Or I like the word exactly. I just am very, very shy person, very self-conscious about getting intimate, my private body parts. Basically, I'm that girl who's like, I'm sweating, I stink, I'm this, I'm that, but for him it doesn't matter. He has always been so, so nice to me. Now the thing is, initially he started, but then we have been making out, kissing, meeting, flirty texts, literally everything. All of that. But he says that he feels physically unwanted in our relationship. He has gotten a little chubby than he was, and now even more. Weight gain. Hence I tell him to take care of himself, work out, or exercise for me. He has no motivation to live, so that he can stay healthy and also look double handsome. He already is very handsome and cute. Just like we tell our loved ones like that. I tell it, he says, why can't you accept me for the way I am? I said I have accepted, but we need to get better for each other, right? We need to put efforts right. His mental health is fucked. He sleeps most of the time when he has holidays. All this is because of his toxic family, etc. A lot of issues. Like he also has the habit of ordering at 3 a.m. night and eating. He knows I tell him, this is amp to me, don't do it. It matters to me, you need to take care of herself. It's showing up physically, don't do it. No proper food prepared at home. Hence, I tell him, push him to do better. Before I used to a lot. But now it's less, as I know it's hard for him, let him take his time, I know. Now the thing is, yesterday, we were having this type of convo only. And it went on, and he basically told I don't initiate things physically, first kiss. He did, he kissed me first, making out first time. It was such a OMG move, but I didn't stop 'cause I wanted it. But he initiated, sex is not what he is asking. I have told him that's a really like what's just judge thing. It will take time for me. But yesterday, it was a point where he was like, you have not made me feel welcomed to even one part of her body. You have not told touch here, or I want to try something new, physically. That's 'cause I'm naturally a shy person. And in this one thing, I need his push to be like, don't worry, not gonna judge. Don't be scared. We're not doing anything wrong. He says all this. But I'd care why he is feeling this way. I know in anger, he says things which he doesn't completely mean. But yeah, few things I feel really bad. 'Cause we have been making out meeting and all, even there. I do kissing him randomly, pulling him, having fun, being playful dirty, I do all that. But when it comes to, okay, let's make out. I haven't told it many times, maybe a few times. Also, I'm writing a competitive exam, and my college is also sucking all my energy. My way of feeling better is when I have done things, and then these things go to my head. But for him, it's different, he needs me. I need him too. So understanding his intensity, right? That's cause of his previous relationship there. He felt unwanted and even at home, he doesn't have anybody. But IDK, I just still am not ready to do it without him pushing me or initiating. I get shy, conscious. Even though we are being intimate, he brings Thea initiating things up. Asks me if I don't have desires and all IDK, where exactly I'm going wrong. He is finding that physically bare minimum. Also I ain't doing. What can I do to make this better? It broke my heart when he said he feels physically unwanted. Or I don't find him attractive. We all do adjustments I'm ready to, but physical thing. Like how to start thinking more about it. My intensity of thinking at physical intimacy and his is different. Yesterday, when I told, give me little more time, you don't have to say anything, I'll do it, I'll do the next part of the physical intimacy. Please understand me, am conscious shy. He is like, how can you say after 2.5 years also, that means you're not finding me attractive? That means you don't feel shit for me. How am I, him, supposed to feel all that he said? I really want to make him feel wanted, physically. I do all of other things, like cooking for him, a lot. Other forms of love. But physically, I agree he has been the one doing it. And I have never stopped him once we had our first time make out since then. I'm comfy. Now I also kiss him, ask him for kisses and all. I need to get better there. Any tips, suggestions are welcomed. I really love my boy. I'm ready to do anything for him. He is my baby. Also, I have not had any trauma or anything, I'm just this way. Like very slow when it comes to getting physical. I'll do it, obvio I love him. But before me, he only brings it up or does it. That doesn't mean I have taken that for granted. All other things forms of love. I show I do initiate. But yeah, that isn't enough physically, he wants me to. This post will go even long, so if you have any questions, then shoot. Please give her opinion. Also, I hope I have written fairly at me and him, and not written just my side. Why he tells all this, just that this one thing I'm slow, and I how to make it better. And now, after I decided to give time for exam, these kind of fights are happening a lot. He brings it up and remembers and randomly tells it. When these fights happen, it gets so bad and ugly, and so long it goes. But at the end, I love him. He loves me, and I need him. He needs me too, want to get married to him. I, 20M, see myself almost obligated to break up to my GF, 18F, of 1 year I still love. I've been with this girl I met 7 years ago. We've been best friends ever since, and we share a long history together. A year ago, I told her I loved her, and I kind of knew she had felt the same way for years before that. Since we started dating, I've been truly happy with her. I really do love her, and I know she loves me too. Our 7-year story and 1-year relationship make my feelings for her even stronger, and I deeply value what we have, both as best friends and as a couple. But here's the problem. Even though we love each other, sometimes love just isn't enough. We have different wishes for the future, especially when it comes to having children. I've always known that I want to be a father someday. It's something I feel deeply about, even though my future kids don't exist yet. The issue is that she doesn't share that same certainty. She says she's unsure about whether she wants to have children at all. Personally, I find it hard to accept breaking up over something that's still uncertain, especially considering everything we've been through and the love we share. We talked about it, and I told her honestly that I can only see a future with her if we both want the same thing. For me, this is something non-negotiable. In the end, I gave her 2 years to figure out what she truly wants. But now I'm not sure if I can stay in this relationship for that long without knowing whether we actually have a future together. I understand it's hard for her, especially since she's only 18, almost 19, and might not have a clear picture of what she wants yet. I see many possible problems with this situation. I love her deeply, but I also feel obligated to let her go for the sake of my dream of becoming a father. I could wait. But what if she eventually tells me no? Then all that time waiting would feel like a waste. Time I could have spent finding someone who shares this same wish and could be my future wife. My love for her keeps me attached, but my desire to be a father makes me feel like I should start looking for someone else. I know we're both still young and that I could find love again, but right now, my feelings for her are still very strong. That's why I'm unsure what to do. Break up? Shorten the time I gave her to decide? I really need some outside advice one. She always told me she wanted children, but suddenly told me it was all just a fantasy and not a certain wish. 2. Just to make it clear, I'm not talking about having children right now, but in the future, after college and having a stable job, etc. I will never change my mind in the subject. Always wanted it and see no reason to not want to in the future. 3. Don't see why the decision of having children this early is so problematic, since I know several people my age and of the opposite gender who have the same wish for their future. Sane French girl says, she is 18. Of course, she doesn't want children now. She can change her mind anytime, or not at all. But it can also be you that decides one day you don't want any kids. Just give her time, and to you too, before making any kind of rash decisions. Sane French girl again. Says there's plenty of reasons. You are still really young. When I was your age, or even younger, the question of having children one day was easy. Of course, I wanted some. Then, at 23 to 24, I didn't want any. Couldn't picture my future self with kids, ain't no way. Now, at 28, I can see myself having a child with my boyfriend, because I love him very much, and his kid will be the cutest alive, and I want to be his mom. But the question of having children or not isn't so clear-cut. You will grow and change, and it's normal. Your values and what you consider important are going to evolve with you, and maybe, at 26, you'll still be the same and have a desire to have a child, maybe not. Or maybe your girl would want children at 26, maybe not. But growing up into adulthood involve a lot of changes, and maybe you'll still be with your girl, or maybe you'll grow apart and break up for a completely unrelated reason. Nevertheless, my 2 cents for you is that you shouldn't make any rash decision involving a potential future when right now, this future isn't about to happen. Just let yourself breathe, wait for her to come around, or not concerning the question of children, and just live your life. Don't let a hypothetical future stop you from experiencing your first love and your life. You can always rethink about all of this in 2, 3, or 4 years. There's time. Lots of it, actually. Nail polish remover says I know many high school couples that split up, didn't want to go long distance, didn't jive with future plans, where to live, when to marry, kids, and more than a few got back together years later when they were older and in a more stable position.